Hello and welcome to Camp Xbox, where we talk about all things Xbox from the original to the Series X. On today's agenda, we are talking about 5 movie tie-in video games that are on the Xbox and are still good to this day. The 6th generation of video games was notorious for its inundation of movies and TV show adaptations. It seemed like everything was fair game, from blockbusters like Peter Jackson's King Kong to timeless classics like The Godfather, and even TV crime dramas like CSI made their way into the gaming arena. Today, we often look back on this era with skepticism, considering many of these games were rushed to meet movie release deadlines, sometimes even with only a rough cut to draw from. Yet, if you look back and give it a shot, you might find some hidden gems in the mix of movie games. My mission today is to shine a light on a few of my personal favorites and perhaps introduce you to some titles that deserve a second look. I've aimed to provide a balance of well-known titles and those hidden beneath the surface. Of course, there are a few more noteworthy movie tie-in games out there, and if you don't spot your favorite on the list, please don't hesitate to share it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you, and who knows, it might just be the subject of a future discussion on the channel. With that said, let's dive right into it. First on our list is Pirates of the Caribbean, a console exclusive for Xbox, also available on PC. Released on July 8th, 2003, just a day before the movie's launch that it's loosely tied to. The game is loosely inspired by Disney's immensely popular Pirates of the Caribbean franchise, which in itself is inspired by a theme park ride. It's a bit of an inception when it comes to adaptations. While the movie does provide a swashbuckling adventure, this game charts a different course. In fact, it has almost nothing in common with the movie. Sure, the Black Pearl makes an appearance and Keira Knightley lends her voice as the narrator, but the ties are minimal. I actually think this is really interesting. This game, originally developed as Sea Dogs 2, was intended as a pirate mercantile game created by Akela and published by Bethesda in North America. During development, it underwent a transformation into a tie-in with the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, except in Russia, where the original title remained. What sets this game apart is its open world design, which aligns well with Bethesda's portfolio, known for games like Morrowind. In Pirates of the Caribbean, you're thrust into the world of piracy. You can embark on ship-to-ship battles, trade cargo between Caribbean islands, and undertake various side missions. What's surprising is how each island is thoughtfully crafted, complete with shops and taverns to explore. This setup allows you to upgrade your pirate ship, conduct repairs, and hire fresh crew members. However, I'll be honest, the controls may feel a bit awkward on a controller, and the ship combat has a steep learning curve, but once you get the hang of it, the game truly clicks. While Sid Meier's Pirates is often considered the go-to pirate-themed RPG on Xbox, Pirates of the Caribbean provides a different yet equally captivating experience. It might not quite match up to the former, but it's an engaging journey set in a fun world. What makes this game truly special is in its deviation from the typical movie tie-in game formula. It avoids mirroring the film's plot, allowing you to immerse yourself in the adventure without feeling tethered to a familiar storyline. Instead, it hands you the reins to just a pirate-infested world, and invites you to explore it at your own pace. A refreshing approach that I personally appreciate. In a landscape where movie tie-in games often feel obligated to rehash the film's narrative, this game's uniqueness shines through. It captures the essence of a pirate's adventure without being confined to a movie's storyline. It's a curious relic of movie-based gaming history that, despite its quirks, remains an enjoyable experience. Next up, we're delving into Lord of the Rings: Return of the King, a game that follows the epic tale of the movie of the same name. It was released November 6, 2003, gracing most major consoles at its time. Originally developed by EA Redwood for PC and PS2, Hypnos Entertainment brought it to the Xbox platform. Now, what sets Return of the King apart is its immersive approach. Unlike our previous entry, this game immerses you directly into the cinematic world of Middle-earth, even incorporating movie clips to weave its narrative. Much like Peter Jackson's incredible adaptations of The Lord of the Rings, this game is grand in scope and a whole lot of fun. Here, you'll find yourself thrust into some of the largest battles from the movies, assuming the roles of your favorite characters. It's a hack-and-slash action game, allowing you to unleash with swords, arrows, and even spells. The gameplay is straightforward, yet it offers a solid combo system that rewards you with XP to level up each character and unlock many skills. Remarkably, Return of the King hit the shelves almost a month before the movie itself, showcasing an impressive turnaround time for a game of this caliber. Building upon the foundation set by the excellent Two Towers game, it elevates the experience to new heights. The visuals are incredibly sharp, the gameplay is a blast, and the icing on the cake is the cooperative mode, allowing you to embark on the movie's adventures with a friend. It's a fast-paced, solid action game that captures the essence of the movies brilliantly. When it comes to adapting a movie into a game, Return of the King is a shining example of how to do it right. It provides just enough context through movie clips while fleshing out all the great scenes in a fun and dynamic way. Playing Return of the King is like stepping into the shoes of your favorite Middle-earth characters, slashing your way through epic battles. It's a fantastic way to experience Peter Jackson's version of Tolkien's world. Now let's move on into The Thing, a game inspired by the 1982 John Carpenter horror classic of the same name. This gem found its way to the Xbox on September 3rd, 2002, after being initially released on PC and PS2. Developed by Computer Artworks and published on consoles by Konami, the 1982 film was one of my all-time favorite horror movies when I was a kid, and it played a significant role in shaping my love for movies and my admiration for John Carpenter. But I didn't know this game existed. I actually stumbled upon this game quite unexpectedly. While browsing GameStop's loose games section, I chanced upon it. What awaited me was a deep and immersive team-based shooter, offering a ton of options and delivering an eerie experience similar to the original movie. Set immediately after the events of the 80s movie, you step into the shoes of Captain Blake, leading a squad tasked with investigating the outpost that had fallen victim to a shape-shifting alien menace, the very same creature that you must confront. I must say, this game perfectly captures the mood and ambiance of the original. The quietness of Antarctica only adds to the tension and the feeling that anything could happen. The darkness, the constant icy breeze, and the eerie, unsettling quietness of the snow-covered landscape combine to create a chilling atmosphere. Every room is destroyed, each corner filled with fear and tension. Speaking of tension, The Thing replicates the fear-induced paranoia from the film brilliantly. Your squad members can descend into madness, their trust in you eroding to the point of turning against you. A direct homage to some of the most intense moments in The Thing. The squad system was quite ahead of its time, each member having a unique role. Medics tend to injuries, engineers fix electrical boxes, all while navigating the frozen wasteland where you periodically seek warmth, adding another layer to this survival horror experience. The game challenges you to maintain your sanity and that of your squad, all the while combating a threat that could be lurking within your own ranks. Admittedly, it takes a bit of time to master all of the game's elements, and it can be brutally tough at times. However, if you're a fan of the original movie, The Thing pays a loving tribute and serves as a worthy continuation of the film classic. Now, before we move on, if you're enjoying this video so far, please take a moment and leave a like. Your likes really help me out with the algorithm, and it's a fantastic way to show your support. But moving on, next up on our list is Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, a game that mirrors the movie it's based on. It was released on May 4th, 2005, a few weeks before the movie's release, developed by The Collective and published by LucasArts for both Xbox and PS2. What makes this game stand out is its ability to faithfully recreate the movie's most thrilling action scenes, allowing you to switch between the roles of Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi. We've previously featured this game in a full review on our channel, and it left such a strong impression that I couldn't resist putting it on this list. Think of it as a classic beat-em-up style game with the Star Wars flavor, drawing inspiration from the gaming formula of Lord of the Rings, where you earn XP by chaining combos to level up your characters. Revenge of the Sith stands out as the best film in the prequel trilogy, and this game captures all of the notable moments from the film. It even bridges moments directly from the movie into the game's cutscenes, adding an extra layer of cohesion with the movie it's based on. The lightsaber combat in this game feels incredibly satisfying. This mode delivers an authentic Star Wars fighting game experience, whether you're dueling with a friend or engaging in excellent battles against bosses in the story mode. That is what truly sets this game apart, is that it has a dynamic array of offerings. It seamlessly translates the aesthetics of the Star Wars universe to the Xbox, with meticulous attention to detail and backgrounds, and it's truly commendable. In essence, it's another prime example of a movie game done right. It takes the most exhilarating action sequences from the movies and places you right in the heart of them. With well-crafted, fleshed out levels and exceptional lightsaber fighting, it's one of the best Star Wars games that's directly based off of a movie. If you're a Star Wars fan, this is a game I wholeheartedly recommend checking out. And wrapping up our list, we have Scarface, The World Is Yours. This game was released on October 10th, 2006, making its debut on PC, PS2, and Xbox. Developed by Radical Games and published by Vivendi Games under the Sierra brand, this game is a remarkable adaptation of the 1983 film Scarface, directed by the legendary Brian De Palma, who happens to be one of my favorite directors. Scarface, The World Is Yours takes a unique approach by acting as a loose sequel to the original movie. It dares to change the ending and continues the gripping saga of Tony Montana. This game is similar to The Thing or The Godfather, which was coming out at the time. It's a chance to revisit a cinematic classic rather than opting for the usual treatment of fresh new movies getting a game adaptation. Now picture this, Scarface seamlessly fits into the mold of the Grand Theft Auto style experience. You can hijack cars, engage in intense gunfights, and dive deep into the world of drug trafficking, all within the game's immersive Miami setting. What's intriguing is that this game goes beyond the ordinary, with mechanics like deceiving law enforcement and constructing drug empires. I won't deny it, it's incredibly enjoyable. Amidst the shooting and driving, there's a robust and straightforward drug selling system that's downright addictive to witness as it moves on. The game's feeling of the vibrant backdrop of Miami is amazing, which channels the vibes of Vice City. Scarface manages to strike a balance between the style of Vice City and the improved gameplay of San Andreas. It feels fantastic, and I can't help but love the 80s music and the captivating ambiance of 80s Miami. It's an absolutely perfect world to immerse yourself in. Oh, and let's not forget how stunning this game looks on the original Xbox. It boldly pushes the console's boundaries, resembling an early Xbox 360 game in terms of visual quality. It's a testament to what the Xbox was capable of. In summary, Scarface The World Is Yours is a surprisingly enjoyable gaming experience, especially considering that it's a movie tie-in game. I wholeheartedly recommend it to anyone who appreciates the source material or simply enjoys the Grand Theft Auto style of gameplay. And there you have it. Those are 5 movie-based games that I think are still great to this day. Now, I know there's a common stigma around movie tie-in games, and yes, some have missed the mark, but here are 5 gems that are proof that you can rise above and deliver a gaming experience just as enjoyable as the movies they're based on. I'm thrilled to delve deeper into each of these games in their own individual reviews at some point, so make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're eager to see more in-depth retro Xbox content. And hey, if your personal favorite movie game didn't make the list, don't hesitate to let me know in the comments below. It might just make its way to the channel in the future. Leave a like if you enjoyed this. It not only supports the channel and lets me know that you're enjoying the content. And I'll see you here next time at Camp Xbox.